All right. Now, I'm going to tell you what to do just for the next couple minutes. So, breathe in through the nose, 3 to 4 seconds. And then let's breathe out the mouth for 3 to 4 seconds. And continue to lay and relax and melt into your mat. And towards the end of the exhales, we're going to say the word relax as gently and relaxed as possible. You can say it to yourself in your own mind, but it'll work kind of like this. You'll inhale, feel the belly rise up, exhale out the mouth, feel the belly drop, and now say relax. And again, inhale, exhale, say relax as calmly and gently to yourself as possible. And again, inhale. And at the end of the exhale, you say relax very slowly, but start out the mouth. Relax. And again, inhale. Feel the lower belly rise up, putting attention to it. And exhale. Relax. And repeat. Inhale. Relax. And physically keep melting into your mat. Try a few on your own. Remember, when you say the word relax to yourself, say it calmly, gently, and in a relaxed manner towards the end of the exhales. Relax. Keep going. Put some attention in the lower belly, and as you breathe in, feel it expand like a balloon. And as you exhale, you should feel the lower belly dropping back down. When you have barely any breath left, say the magic word. Relax. Great job, guys. Keep going. Got to say the word only one time and gently and long, triggering a response for your whole nervous system. Relax. Couple more. Doing awesome, you guys. And one time with me. Breathe all the air out and tension in the belly. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Slowly say it out loud. Relax. Very good. Wiggle your toes, fingers, and hug your knees up to your chest. Rotate left and right with your chin tucked into your chest. So in the back of your head, not touching the floor. And breathe naturally. Good. And then come on up, rock forward and back. And come on up. All right. Now you should be 10 times more relaxed than when you first got here. Most likely, yes, that's the case. um, but you'll notice that your breath will go deeper. Okay. Um, if if your body's tense, you can't breathe very deep. All right. If you start to muscle and force in the breath, again, your breathing is going to be pretty shallow and it's more superficial. You're using too much mind instead of the physical body to just do what it naturally does. Naturally, the body does like to breathe 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, and we're going to start out with that kind of breath for pranayama. When you sit up nice and straight, you try to relax the shoulders back and down. Chin stays parallel with the floor. You can look slightly straight or slightly down if you like. Top of your head, it's called the crown chakra. You want to pull it up like a string lifting it and keep your hips relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Ready? Attention in your lower belly, eyes gently shut. Tip of your tongue on the roof of the mouth, gently touching. Relax the jaw and gentle breath out. Begin with 3 second inhale. 3 second exhale. Out the nose only for pranayama. Okay, to swallow. Try to do so at the end of your exhale from time to time. Keep the shoulders back and down. Elbows and wrists relaxed. Knees and ankles relaxed. Okay, great job. Next, we're going to go in the nose. 1 second and breathe in as much as you can. Feel the belly, diaphragm, chest expand. And on the exhale, as much as you can in 1 second. Count like 1 Mississippi. Feel the chest deflate, then the diaphragm, then the belly. How do you do that? By moving your attention. Okay, by observing your lower belly, it'll start to get breath, blood, and prana to flow. By moving your observation up to your solar plexus, that'll get the breath, blood, and energy to flow. Then you move it up to the chest, all within 1 second, like a wave pattern. And then in the next 1 Mississippi, we're going to start with our awareness at our chest, then observe the solar plexus and the lower belly. Okay? So let's try it out using just the nose. It's an internal workout. Do you feel these internal muscles working? Great. Keep it up. Start with your attention in the lower belly. Move to the chest. Start with the attention in the chest. Exhale. Move to the belly. Keep it up. Last one. And get back to 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Relax the wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders back and down, spine upright. Attention in the lower belly. And again, try to relax as you breathe. Sit up straight. 3 to 4 seconds. Nice deep breath. Two more. Very good. Breathe naturally. Hopefully it is 3 to 4 seconds in, 3 to 4 seconds out. And next we're gonna do the exhales only. So your breath is gonna cause the belly to kind of press in, and then naturally it may expand out. You don't have to force that. Okay. If at the beginning you don't feel the belly expand out, that's fine. You can just keep focusing on exhales. Over time, what'll happen is these natural muscles in the lower belly will start to actually breathe. All right. And you'll feel them expand out on their own at the end of your exhale. Okay. So the exhales, you're going to kind of put a little effort into it. The inhales, no effort. Right. A rule of thumb to kind of keep in mind is exhales are by choice, whereas inhales, they should be natural. Your body does breathe. That's why nobody dies, even though they don't practice breathing, right? But shallow it becomes the less we actually put effort into practice. Most people are like, oh, everybody breathes, so they don't practice breathing. But what little they know is over time, their psychology literally will start to cause their breath to become shallow. Okay. The way the mind thinks and goes into these thought patterns and never lets go of ideas. Okay. This causes suffocation and shallow breath. The way we emote unknowingly. Okay. We use emotions not for purpose, but we use them haphazardly and just kind of go through life unconsciously unaware of our emotions. That causes shallow breathing too. So the more we actually pay attention to our breath, the more we become aware of these different energies that we use up all the time. The mind uses energy, the senses use energy, emotions use the most energy actually, and movement uses energy too. All right, you ready? And even processes like eating food actually uses energy. We use energy to eat food and break it down and turn it into stuff that we can use later. All right, so let's sit up nice and straight and relax the shoulders. If you want to just relax your hands on your knees, you can. I like doing that, but also sometimes I'll tell you to do a mudra. You can pinch your thumbs, keep the back of the hands on the knees, fingers open, but pinching, pressing right into the corners of the thumbs or on the tips. And swallow and breathe in. Exhales only for the next minute. Go. Put effort into the belly, pressing in. Good. Do fast exhales till nothing's left. Exhale all your breath out. Relax the shoulders back and down. Sit up straight and breathe in 3 to 4 seconds. Breathe out 3 to 4 seconds. 3 times. Through this exercise, you may start to feel a little warm on the inside. You may start to feel the tension in your lower back, mid back, back of your shoulders, even in your neck. Try to stay upright. It's okay to be aware of the tension, but it's not okay to hold on to it. It's best to relax it, let it go, and keep breathing into your good posture. All right, let's try it again. Deep inhale. Exhales only. Begin. Your eyes are closed. Keep them gently closed. Relax the jaw and shoulders. No effort on the inhale. Shorter exhales, and try to keep them fast. Long exhales and inhales. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Remember to swallow at the end of your exhale from time to time. Last long breath, and one more set of exhales only. Shoulders back and down, chin down, top of the head stretching up. Breathe. Begin. Relax the shoulders, sit up straight. Shorter exhales. Long breath. Shoulders back and down. Spine straight. Remember, for the long breaths, it's good to keep the attention in the lower belly while the top of the head or crown lifts up. Hips stay relaxed, shoulders relaxed, back and down. Attention in the lower belly again. Funny how your awareness can distribute energy, and what you observe becomes something of the past. So it's like you got to keep resetting your focus, your attention. Okay. Just like if you ever read the Bible, it says that you got to renew yourself within the Word of God, right? Actually, we need to renew ourselves within each breath, within each thought that we have. Okay. And if you can, then you'll start to become more present, more in the present moment, more clear minded and aware of also your emotional output, because that's literally your energy output, how you emote. Okay. So it's good to have a positive emotion, right? And giving constantly with your energy, but not so much. All right. In the past, I used to give so much emotional effort into, interacting with people, wanting them to be happy, wanting them to like me and enjoy the things that they get around me and things like that. But that was actually too much. It was intense, the amount of energy I'd be outputting, and it would make me feel low on energy when I shouldn't be, or feel like I'm taking in too much energy from others. Because when you become low on energy, then your body will naturally start to leech off the environment. And if there's people around you, then your bodies are all connected, and your nervous system will start to pull in energy from the people around you. And it may not be the thing that you want to do so much. It's good to give, but when you receive, it's good to receive, but in a way that you're aware of what you're receiving, you see? And until we start to become more self aware, we're very unaware of the energy exchanges that happen from a day to day basis. All right. And karma is something that we kind of do take from people if we care. And just by caring and wishing, oh, I hope somebody gets better. Okay. That's actually a negative emotion. I hope, I want, right? It's not something that's going to allow you to give. It's actually going to be taking some of the burden of others onto yourself. All right. So we want to get rid of things called desires from the heart. Okay. We all have desires, and you're meant to experience them, but to long for and to want and desire strongly, that's what causes a lot of negative side effects. Okay. And so they call the root of all suffering is. The Buddha says that. And it stems from desires and wanting. And truthfully, it's being unaware of the emotions and allowing yourself to have these wants without even knowing it. All right. Now, next one we're going to do, this one's pretty tough. We're going through a bunch of pranayama for you guys so that you become more aware of the energy in the body. Now, sometimes, when we're doing these breaths, you'll start to feel, oh gosh, these pains, different parts, in the back and in the legs. And what happens is it's energy accumulating. But the more you practice, you'll see that actually when we get the energy to accumulate in these areas where it feels tight, we're actually not getting enough energy flowing there throughout the day in these places. So it's the body telling us, hey, let me hold on to some for a little bit. But really, we're going to learn to move it towards the end. Okay. Breathing does move the energy. So that's why you're feeling so much right now just by sitting straight. All right, next we're gonna do this one. It's really, really good for resetting the mind and the body. When you breathe out all your air, hold your breath. Okay, you remember we pinch the nose so that you don't pull in air naturally. And here's the process. So with no air, drop the chin, pull in the belly, lift the belly up to the solar plexus so it comes up a bit, and hold the breath out. No air coming in, so you can pinch the nose if you need to. And then when it feels like you need to breathe, drop the diaphragm back down to your lower belly. Let the belly expand. Lift the head up. Look straight. Relax the shoulders, and then take a deep breath in through the nose. All right. 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. All right. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe all your air out, and then you can begin by dropping the chin, pulling the belly in, and lifting it up. Drop the belly, expand. Deep breath if you haven't already, and long exhales. Okay to swallow. Couple more breaths. 3 to 4 seconds in, 3 to 4 seconds out. We call that neutral breathing. Or if I say take some restoration breaths, that's what you do, brings you back to equilibrium. While you do the breath hold, you may feel an internal kind of a shake or a flutter, a warmth release. Okay, it's your neurotransmitters and hormones balancing out, blood pressure normalizing while in a state of what would be called panic. But it's not because you're a controlled state. Okay, let's try it again. Deep breath. Breathe all the air out, drop the chin, pull the belly in, lift it up, and pinch your nose. The eyes gently closed, jaw relaxed, couple more breaths. This one will get you really warm on the inside. Also, a lot of the toxins that are in the body and the organs will push out to the bloodstream. Another cool thing about this is your stem cells also get released from the bone marrow. Your body, your brain says, "Hey, let's get everything we need to function, to repair, because we don't have enough air, so do everything else." And it's a really interesting process. You'll notice maybe you can even take deeper breaths. All right, we're gonna try one more. I actually get sweats in certain points in the body. There's toxin points that release toxins specifically in traditional Chinese medicine, and I feel from these certain points in my body sweat from the inside to the outside. But everybody's getting a deep internal cleansing while they do this. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe all the air out. Relax the shoulders back and down. Sit up straight. Drop the chin. Pull the belly in. Lift it up. Keep the nose pinched. Don't breathe in. Retention in the lower belly as you breathe. Relax shoulders. Doing extra long pranayama today. Y'all are doing great. It's not easy to sit still like this, but the benefits are tremendous. All right, last exercise, and then we'll do some stretching. Take your right thumb, gently place it to cover your right nostril. You can open your other fingers and keep your wrists straight if you can. Breathe in. Good. With the ring finger, pinch the left side. Keep space under your arms, sitting up nice and straight, and breathe out. Breathe in. Pinch the right side. Breathe out the left. Breathe in. Pinch the left. Breathe out the right. Breathe in. Pinch the right side. Breathe out the left. Feel all the fingers. Breathe in. Pinch the left side. And breathe out the right. Breathe in. Pinch and breathe out.
Breathe in. Breathe out. On your own, try it for 1 minute. Keep the shoulders back and down, top of the head lifting up. Relax your jaw. Don't pinch your nose too hard. Keep the eyes gently closed. And don't let your teeth clench. Remember to keep under the arm relaxed, shoulders relaxed. 20 more seconds. One more time, both sides. And once you get to the right side, you breathe all the air out. You can let go and just take some natural breaths. Hmm. Hmm. Falling asleep? All right, go ahead and try to get up and walk around a bit. Oof. Yeah. Hmm. Stand tall. Feel flat on your feet so that they connect with the floor. Look straight while your spine's straight. And you'll notice standing up straight's easier, but sitting was so difficult. All of a sudden, your posture is good. Your organs are sitting in the right places. They're getting enough air. Prana is flowing through the whole body. You have natural energy. And eventually, the blood will start flowing to the places that you don't feel so much. It feels like sand is moving through it. Got to keep walking it out. Now, the reason why you have a lot of tension is because we were holding our energy circulating, breathing out the nose only. Okay. Now, when you start to breathe out the mouth, energy actually leaves. We move energy more so, especially with pursed lips. We start to move energy more, and we also release tension a lot more. Okay. So now, as we move, use the mouth to exhale and nose to inhale. Relax the shoulders. We're going to move up, back, and down. Okay. Oh, if you're wondering what this is, this is a special mat. It's for grounding or earthing. It's ancient wisdom brought into modern technology, which allows the feet actually when they walk barefoot on the ground. That's why shoes are so bad for us. Um, our feet connecting with the earth actually absorbs electrons from the earth, which are the great form of antioxidants. You can't get these antioxidants unless you're in a shower at a beach. The shower has pipes, and that's a conductor. The pipes go into the ground. So the electrons actually pass through pipes, go into the water. So when you shower, it feels so relaxing, right? Because you're earthing, you're grounding. So you have less inflammation, more circulation of these special electrons that only the earth gives. So this simulates that. That's why it has this cord connected to the grounding charge in that wall outlet, not the electrical parts, but the grounding part. All right. Let's start to bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Good. Open the palms. Inhale up, back, and down. And last one. Great job. Shake it out. Anybody get hungry after those exercises? Yeah, nice. You'll feel urges of, necessary, maybe to use the bathroom or get hungry, thirsty. Your body actually becomes more aware of what it needs. Your brain becomes more aware of what it needs. And the natural processes of the body become more natural. All right, now bend the knees slightly and inhale up. Exhale down. Bend at the hips. Forward fold. Go down, grab the back of your legs, pull your head through your legs. Deep breath. Good. Lock your hands over your head, grab your elbows, and rotate left to right. Forward and back. Nice job. And drop your hands to the floor. Breathe and walk your hands back. Or walk your feet back, sorry. And we're going to walk our dogs, pushing one heel to the floor while the other knee bends slightly and switch. You don't have to do a hard downward facing dog. You can do a relaxed one. Keep your arms straight and keep pushing one heel back and then the other. Your hips can turn and rotate a bit too. Great job. All right, downward facing dog. Walk your feet up. Push your shoulders back and down away from your hands. Elongate the arms. And deep breath. Next breath. Lift one leg up. I choose my left first usually. Good. And take a breath and bend the knee, drive it to the elbow and kick it out. Opposite elbow. Repeat. Nice job. Next one, bend the knee, turn, or bring the knee to the chest. Drive it forward and place the foot flat. Back foot pushing through the floor. Take a breath or two here. If you want, you can bring your hands next to your foot if you have too much pressure in your chest. Look forward. Good job. Turn the foot, drop the knee, drop your back leg, sit up nice and straight. Bring your hands closer to your shoulders. You can now get air to flow to the parts that are difficult. Get blood to circulate deeper and walk forward if you like into a nice deep stretch. You may have to back up a bit. Great job. Exhale all your breath out. And on the next inhale, walk your hands back to your shoulders and lift up. Toes down in the back and press your chest up and lift the leg back up the way it started. Nice job. And turn and bend the knee. Great job. Straighten it out. And kick your bum 3 times, maybe 5. Drop the foot. Switch legs. Shoulders back and down. Hips up. Arms straight. Next breath. Drive the knee to the opposite elbow and kick out. Good. And this time, bend the knee, drop it, or raise it up to your chest. Place it down flat. Straighten out your back leg. Again, if you want to put your hands to the side of the foot, you can. And look straight ahead. Good. Turn your foot, drop the knee, and sink your hips down and back. Walk your hands to your shoulders first. Sit upright, shoulders back and down. Take some deep breaths. Try to be aware of your lower belly as you breathe in. What's awesome is when you're full of prana, energy circulating well, the rest of the day is a piece of cake. You'll handle stress way better than when you don't start out the day like this. Go ahead and sink into it. Next breath. Bring your hands up, closer to your shoulders, toes in the back go down. Ball of your foot touching the floor, lift your chest up and bring your foot back to where it started. Three-legged dog. Whew. And bend the knee, turn it to the outside so it tries to go up. Keep your arms pushing down and back. Great job. Straighten it out. And bring the knee, bend the knee so your heel goes to your glutes and do it a few times. Great job. Drop the foot, bring your chest down and forward and up into upward facing dog. As you breathe, try to feel your belly expand. You can stop at a lower position if your back feels a little too much tension. You can go lower to your forearms and elbows. Think back into child pose. Drop the chest and lower your hips to the heels. And rest there for just a few breaths. Work on melting and dropping the shoulders, forearms and elbows and hips while the hands stay extended. Breathe in through the belly and release tension from the whole body as you exhale out the mouth. One more. Good job. Go on all fours, toes down. And if you want, you can jump forward or walk your feet up. Come up one vertebrae at a time. Feet shoulder width apart, thumbs up, hands over the head. Exhale down. We're going to do a warrior one and then lay on our backs to finish. Drop a foot back. Bend the front knee. You can stay on the ball of your foot for this. You'll get more of a quad stretch and hip opening up, hip flexor opener. If you put the heel down, you'll get more of a calf stretch, right? So we're gonna stay on the ball of the foot for today and bring the hands up. Open the thumb, stretch the fingers up. Take some deep breaths. As the front knee bends, you can push the back leg to straighten out. And be thankful to the sun. Great job. Bring the hands down and switch feet. Extend up, ball of the foot. Push up with the hands. Bend the front knee. Straighten out the back leg. Bring the hands down, step up. And one more time. Go ahead and lay on your back. We'll just do a minute or two and get you out of here. Whatever tension you feel, let it all melt into the floor. Poke your pelvic bone up a bit so your back has a little more connection with the floor. Chin slightly to the chest. Neck and shoulders relaxed. On the inhale, lower belly rises. On the exhale, lower belly falls. Okay, 1 minute. You'll feel a lot of energy moving now that you're back in this position, but try not to wiggle or move too much. Just focus on the lower belly expanding as the rest of the body melts. And of course, it'll go back down on its own when you exhale. Next breath, bring your feet in towards your glutes. Feet flat on the floor. Take a breath here. Notice how your lower back can release more tension, along with the shoulders back and down. Take a breath. And we're going to raise the hips up. Inhale, pushing through the floor. Hips come up. And exhale, back down. Repeat. And repeat again. Try to lower each vertebrae one at a time from tallest to shortest. Lumbar, lower back is last. Last one. Hips up first, and then hips down last. Great job. All right, last thing, hands on the back of the head, and both knees up. As one leg kicks out, leave it there and bring your opposite shoulder to the knee and switch. Last two. Nice job. Hug your knees, chin to the chest, and roll on up. Straighten out your legs, grab the back of your legs, pull your head to your knees, chin to the chest, take a breath. You'll feel your neck and shoulders getting more circulation. It's not what that pain is that you're feeling, it's just feeling more circulation. It's a good thing. Relax and melt down into it. Last breath. And roll your spine back up. Sit up nice and straight. Palms open. Bring them up over the head and down. Namaste. Good work, you guys. See you next time. Have a great day.